Hello, Nicola.
Hello, hi Toby.
There we go. You're on. Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, I just want to introduce you first. So, for anyone who's watching, this is Nicola. Where are you from, Nicola?
I'm from Birmingham in England.
Can I ask how young you are?
Old?
How
No,
young?
45.
45.
45.
No, that's young, isn't
Yeah,
it?
we've got two teenage daughters.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, we're doing this interview because you joined our platinum recovery program a while ago, and
Yeah, last January.
last January, and thankfully you don't need it anymore, which is awesome.
Yeah, I know. It's
And
brilliant.
and so we're doing this interview because, you obviously suffered from chronic fatigue syndrome for a period of time, and now you're out the other end,
Yeah,
fully recovered and
yeah,
ready to take on the world,
yeah,
as we just discussed before, which is awesome, and now you've
yeah.
got a kind of clear path to go there. So I guess just for the listeners, can you just talk a little bit about where you're at before you joined the program, like what was going on, what happened, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I'd had CFS ME for, well, I've had it for 6 years in total. And I had been working through quite a lot of things. I changed my nutrition, I was pacing, I had regular bedtimes, I was getting plenty of sleep. I was making sure I didn't rest too much in the day. I think that's really important, not to sort of spend all day sleeping. So I was really conscious of all that. I was doing so many things in my mind so perfectly. I was doing stretches every day. I was going for a little walk every day. I was getting fresh air every day. But they're actually all quite stressful. And I think I've just come to this complete halt where it's like, why aren't I getting better? And I was just getting so frustrated because I was doing all these things that I've been taught and knew I should do to help myself. And I was thinking, well, other people are doing these things. Look at me, I'm doing all these things. They're great. But I wasn't moving forward and I couldn't understand that. And that's when I contacted you.
Yeah, and when you were going through all this, like, what were some of the experiences that you were going through, like in terms of your symptoms and just because there's a lot of women out there who are your age with kids, and married and who feel so isolated.
Oh, it was horrendous. Yeah, it was absolutely horrendous at times because when it started, my children were quite young and they were at primary school, and I had to get them to school, I had to get them home from school, I had to get into their clubs, I had to get up in the morning to do those things. And I just used to sit and cry and cry. It was just horrible. I used to think, who can I get to help me take my kids to school, to pick them up from school, to take to their activities? It was just horrendous. And I'd leave. I'd like just about make them dinner and then go to bed and just leave them sat at the table on their own eating their dinner. And I just think, oh, I'm just a dreadful mother. It was just horrendous at its worst.
Well, you weren't
Really, all I wanted to be was a good mum. It was just awful.
Yeah, so you would have felt a massive sense of guilt with that at the time.
Oh, horrendous guilt. Yeah, it was just the worst. Particularly seeing friends my age and doing stuff for their children, and it's just all the things you just want to do with kids, like just go to the park, go swimming, just take them for days out, and I just couldn't do any of it, and I just felt so low, really so low. Yeah, it was awful.
It's pretty isolating as well. Like I think when you're going through it alone and you're not in a program or an amazing supportive community, you feel like you're the only one.
Yeah, I think that's it with CFS. It's such an isolating illness, isn't it? Because no one can see it, no one knows what's going on with you, no one can understand you, even if they do try to, they don't get it. And yeah, and that's what is so lonely, because you just don't know where to go, who to talk to about it. And in the end, well, for me, I sort of stopped talking about it because I thought, well, no one's interested, no one understands what's wrong with me. It's horrendously isolating. It really is. Yeah. Even like friends and my friends at my church are really supportive, but they didn't get it, and it's really hard. And I wonder if it was me with somebody else, if I'd understand it. I'm not sure I would actually. So yeah, you need people who are going through that situation or who have been through it
Totally.
to get you through.
And what were the three main symptoms you experienced? Like, obviously, there's probably more than three, but just your main ones.
Yeah, because as you get better, the symptoms slowly drift away, and then you forget you actually had them until someone reminds you. Because I was thinking, yeah, just the overwhelming exhaustion, the brain fog was just the worst. Just not being able to think straight, or just get a sentence out, or someone you know looking at them thinking, I can't remember your name, and that was just horrendous. And yeah, I used to get a lot of chest pains as well, which I've heard recently. I've completely forgotten about that agonising chest pains, feeling like I was being suffocated. And yet the doctor's like, well, there's nothing wrong with you. You're just depressed. Get over it.
Is that what they said?
So, yeah, they said I was depressed. It was like, I'm depressed because I don't want to be like this.
Yeah.
I'm not, I used to have a busy life, go to the gym a lot, have loads of friends, do loads of children. And, yeah, so it's like, yeah, no one understood.
Yeah, and that's such a common thing that people go through is like that misdiagnosis.
Really common.
You've got depression, like just take this and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right, that's cool. I mean, so many people relate to that so much already. I know I went through something similar, and so many clients who join our program go through the same experience. So so you joined the program in January last year?
Yes.
And
yes. It was funny because you I was saying, oh yeah, I'm doing all these things, and I don't think I need your program because I'm doing all these things, and that I'm doing these things so perfectly. and you said, how about if you don't do those things? What would happen if you didn't do those things? Maybe for a day or two. And I said, oh okay. I said, oh, I'd feel quite liberated actually if I didn't so rigorously do all those things. And I realised that was it. It was this letting go of the perfectionism and just sort of chilling out a bit, really. I think a lot of people with this condition get so obsessed with the minute details of, I must do this perfectly, and I must eat this exact food, or I can only walk for 2 minutes, or it's just letting it go and just, it's hard. It is hard. Yeah,
and there's a fine balance. Like, initially it's good, and it got you to a point. Doing that stuff
it got me to a point.
And it got you to the point of reaching out for help with us because you were stuck. And, I think that's one of the things is, like, none of that's bad. It's just, like, having the awareness to know, okay, well, I've gotten to this point and I keep doing it, but now it's not producing me any new results. I'm not living, I'm not getting any better than I am now. What the hell do I do? And so... depending on where you're at, if you came to me when you're at your complete worst, then I would have given you all those implementations that you did for yourself to get to where you're at, and then it's like, okay, our program then can help you go to the next level too. So there's no perfect, like you said, like it is hard.
It is, because it's funny because you sort of think when you've got that far, I was like, well, I'm practically better, but why aren't I better? And it just gets so frustrating. You think there's a way out of this. I'm getting better, but how do I actually, move that extra step to get fully out of it? It is tough, isn't it, to get out the other side? It is tough to break free of it.
Totally. So when you kind of realize, like, oh man, I'm so stressed all the time about doing these tiny little fine details, and then I said to you, I do remember this conversation, I said to you before you joined, I said, maybe you're trying too hard, maybe you just need to let go a little bit and just do what actually works rather than what you think you need to do.
Yeah.
Do you remember that conversation?
Yeah, a bit. Yeah. I just remember writing it all down, like, oh, I've got to write this down. So, yeah. And then... It's a personality type, isn't it? It's quite often a personality type that gets this condition as well, these perfectionist personality, achiever personalities.
Yeah. So what changes? I mean, you obviously went into the program, and in the program you get, like, all the video modules, all the training.
Program, plus
the community. Like, what did you find the most helpful in different stages?
First of all, like the Facebook page. That's just brilliant. Just posting stuff up there and having so many comments, so many really lovely, helpful comments, and just it was just great. And also seeing people at the same stage, or maybe people who were a stage beyond, it was just so helpful. Just talking to other people just makes a massive difference. It really is. It's key. I think it's key. Absolute key. You've got to keep the conversations going. Yeah. So that's a big one. And with the program, it's just I went through it all. I did some things for a week, the modules, some for a week, some for longer than a week. But I did stick to them all. I didn't sort of, I gave it a good shot. I thought, right, I'm paying for this. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So working my way through, and it was. And I think it was more the mental, emotional stuff that helped me, because I'd already got the other stuff under my belt, but it was more. That's what I liked about your program. It was more that the thinking, oh yeah, I've got to change my mindset. If I change my mindset, maybe that'll be the key, and I think it was for me.
Yeah, well, it's a combination of things. It's not just your mindset. It is everything. It's your body, reconditioning your body, re-strengthening your body. Your nutrition, your sleep, your routine structure, and then it also comes into your ambition, your desires, your goals. What do you actually want? Which is what we were speaking about before this Skype session about you going back into full-time work, and because it really motivates you and you want to help your family, and it brings you that confidence, and that's awesome that you're stepping into that, because you've created that life for yourself. And then there is the mental, emotional aspect of it, not because, that was the actual problem that was chronic fatigue syndrome, but it's just a part of it when you go through something so hard that, you get off track and you lose that belief in yourself, and you lose that, I guess, knowing that you can do stuff.
Oh, completely. Yeah. I mean, I think also that when you've got brain fog, you literally can't think, can you? You just can't think of anything. It's like you're just existing, just completely existing. So once that starts to lift, I suppose it is a journey, isn't it? It's like you gradually get through one stage, and then the next stage opens up to you, and then you can gradually work through that stage. But trying to do everything all at once maybe isn't the way forward. It's really about listening to your body, isn't it?
Yeah. So
you've really got to listen to it, but you have to learn to do that as well, which is something else.
Yeah, totally. So what were some of the stages that you went through from progressing? So you joined the program. The first step for you was like letting go of being so stressed about doing everything.
Oh gosh, So that letting go was weird. It was like, oh, what shall I do? It's hard to let go. It's hard to let go. It's like a comfort blanket, isn't it? Yeah. I think that's a big thing. If you're doing things that you think are helping you, if you let go of those, that's scary. That's a scary place to be. But it's like you said in your other programs, that's you've got to have a bit of fear, haven't you? If you get a bit of fear, you've got to face the fear and move forward. And I think that for me was a big part. Yeah. I definitely learned that from you.
Yeah. You were kind of stuck in the fear trap of like, oh, I have to do this because if I don't do it, I'm going to get worse. And then you just start to spiral back into what keeps you stuck instead of moving you forward beyond.
Yeah. And I think with having a condition for so long, you have all these protective behaviours that are going to... It's like a comfort blanket, isn't it? You think, well, I'll just stay where I am, because actually, even though you don't realise it, you think, well, actually, it's safe here. I'm safe here. Even though I'm not well, I know I'm not going to hurt myself.
Yeah. And so how did you break that? What helped you most break that cycle? Was it the Mindset Mastery component of the program, or was it the group, or was it the coaching? Like, what was the...
Oh gosh, it was everything. It was doing everything. Yeah, definitely. Because if I had any questions, then I could post them with the group or with you directly. That was great actually. So I'd do a module, and then I'd be posting questions on the module. Because I really took it seriously. I was going to do this. I was going to do it right. So I was keen to do that. So and doing the different little exercise and the meditation. Meditation was really good. That really helped me. So remember you did one, you posted it up a bit later on one of the modules, and I think Ray filmed it, and you were doing this relaxation. I thought, oh yeah, I'm going to do this. And then I started doing it most days, and I found it so helpful. So that was really good, actually.
This is interesting. This is good. I'm actually going to write on my whiteboard whilst we talk. I'm going to call out a few things that I can see that the reason why you have gotten the result you've gotten. and I'll share them with you later. But you'll be able to nod your head with them.
Yeah, another big thing was that I had the confidence. I knew I was going to get better.
Yeah.
Which is why I came to you, because I was stuck, and I knew I could get back. I knew I could do it, but I wasn't getting anywhere on my own. So it was accepting that I needed some help, really.
Yeah, and also I think in saying that, like, there's a lot of people who don't have the confidence, you know, and you know, a lot of people who even join our program are so hesitant and so scared, and like, you know, our program is perfect for those people who join in because they finally realise, oh my God, it's possible. Like I got off the phone to a lady yesterday. She's like, I didn't even know it was possible that you could even improve with chronic fatigue syndrome. I was like, are you serious? Like, where have you been looking? You know, and you know, you're a perfect example. I'm a perfect example. So many people are a perfect example. But you know, the fact that you already had the confidence within yourself, you know, that belief system really probably helped you be committed, and then also ask for help to even grow further.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing. It's asking for help's a big thing as well, isn't it?
Yeah, especially
definitely
for people who like to not get help.
It's like you sort of get into this. Oh, I'm fine. I can do this on my own, because I suppose you just get used to doing things for yourself and on your own, and then it's a sign of weakness maybe to ask for help. So actually doing that is really big. I think big for me.
It can be empowering, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and then you get the support from the group, and then it's like, this is really nice. And like when I posted that I was leaving and I got those comments back, it's heartwarming. It's lovely. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so for some people who don't know, we have an inner circle membership. So part of the Platinum program means you get to be involved in a group with all the other members, and we've got like 850 members from 38 countries or something like that at the moment, and you know, it's not a compulsory thing, but people who want to just be a part of the group and chat to other people, it's really inspiring. And the cool thing is, it's not a support group. Like a lot of people think, oh, it's just another support group where people like whinge and complain about all the negative stuff and how bad their symptoms are and what their life's like. And we have a strict rule, which is no venting and nothing that's going to de-hance someone's life, including your own. So the space is just purely a reflection of all the people who join the program, because they're people who, one, probably don't like where they're at, but two, want to improve it, and three, are willing to do something about it. And so, yes, it might be hard. Yes, in that time, it's so tough. Like, I remember when you started, it wasn't easy for you. Like, you weren't in the state that you're in now. Like, you're actually a different person. You know?
Yeah, completely. Yeah, and also it's like when you're ill, you just think, I want some personality back. I haven't got any personality. And people have said to me, like, you laugh now. I haven't heard you laugh for ages. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, it's great. The other thing that I thought really helped was the webinars every month.
Yeah.
They massively helped me. And I'd listen to those, if not live, I'd listen to them later. But I'd listen to them a few times over. I'd make notes, and they were really, really helpful, really inspirational, because every month it was something new.
Correct.
So whatever you and Rhea did, it was something new. And I'd be like, oh, there'd always be some little nugget in there that I'd pick up on and get something from.
Yeah. And
so they were great. Yeah. And particularly the one you did in the new year, actually, I was like, oh, I'm glad I've caught the January one. And that was about moving forward.
Yeah.
And I thought, this is perfect for me. So yeah,
and it's true. Like,
people should definitely listen to those.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, actually, because sometimes like the group coaching can be really useful, especially when everyone's joining.
Yeah.
It's not just individual calls, you know, but actually included in that you get, you know, it's actually changing to fortnightly very shortly, but even monthly webinars where you can just log in as a member, included in your package. And yeah, like you said, like we cover so many different topics that actually aren't related to chronic fatigue syndrome as such, but are related to living a better life and getting stronger and becoming a better version of yourself. And really, that's empowering in itself, you know. Yeah.
I think that was it. They weren't specifically about that, which was good, really, because it was about life, and you need all sorts of things to enjoy life, and so it was learning about all those different things.
Totally. It's good. You've already given me 4 key points of the reasons why you've actually created your reality as it is right now, which is really cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and you'll nod your head to them. But I also just want to ask, like, was there any pivotal moments in, you know, in your recovery where it's just like, I'm getting better?
Oh gosh, yeah, I've been feeling a lot better for about 6 months now, and over Christmas, I've done quite a few things recently actually. I think the recovery's been really gradual, so maybe I didn't notice it. It was just like, oh, gradually I'm doing more things, and it's the little things actually that you do. I know Ray has pointed out this. It's the incidental little things that actually are showing your recovery. And yeah, I took my daughter shopping, which was just huge for me to go to a shopping centre, and it was really busy with all the lights and the people. I took them clothes shopping, and I was like, wow, this is just amazing. I went for a walk with my husband over Christmas up a hill where we live to a local town. And before, 6 months previously, it was the biggest hill I'd ever seen. And I kept trying to get up this hill, and I couldn't do it. I'd just be so exhausted. And this was just 6 months ago.
Wow.
And then I walked up it at Christmas, and I went, this isn't even a hill. It's just like, how could I not have done this? It's not even that big a hill. So, yeah, that was huge for me. Just thinking, wow, huge.
And did you do
huge.
Yeah. Did you do the rehab training? Like, were you doing the physical training to get stronger in that area, or?
Yeah. I've been gradually doing more walking, just really gradually doing more walking. But it wasn't like I was trying to do more walking. I just wanted to. I wasn't making myself. I just actually thought, I want to walk. That's a big thing, actually. I think previously I thought I must do walking. I must walk so many minutes, and it was a case of, I just want to do it now. And I think taking the girls, I just wanted to do it. I didn't feel I must try and do it. I just wanted to.
Amazing. This is really great.
Yeah.
Because that was what was keeping you stuck in initially when you came to see us, because you were like, I'm doing all these things because I need to do them to get better. And it was like, that was stressful for you. It was actually a stressor, not a expansing kind of thing. So that's really cool that you actually mentioned that want versus need. So you started to want to do it, and obviously you did things appropriately. It's not like you tried to do something crazy out of the blue, right?
No, not at all. Not at all. No, that's a big thing. I mean, maybe occasionally I did walk too far, and then I'd go home and think, oh, I'm quite tired actually, and I'd have a rest.
Yeah.
And I think, oh, maybe knock it back a little bit the next day or whatever.
Yeah.
But generally, no. I just thought, it was like almost like I just wanted to enjoy being me and not worry. I think was a big thing. Just let go of the worry. It's just like, I don't care if I don't meet a specific target. I'm just going to do it. Yeah, just do what I like.
Awesome.
And I think as you get better, you start to do more of the things that you like to do, and without actually realising it. Like I started baking again. I love baking, and I started baking again and making cakes again. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. I love doing this, and I'm just doing it. Just yeah. I think I think maybe your brain just sort of tells you now's the time. But don't push it, I think, really. Yeah,
well, like you said, there's a balance, and like the balance is stop doing what I always have to push myself to do as a task, which you had a lot of tasks when you started as a perfectionist. And eventually you let that go, and that kind of sunk down, and then eventually it's like, okay, what do I want to do? But then you were like, what do I want to do, which is what is appropriate for me right now. It's not like you went straight up the hill straight away. You slowly built yourself up.
Yeah.
And so the cool thing was, though, you did it in a really calm, collected way instead of this a rushed need.
Yeah, I think that is a big thing. I think previously I thought, well, I must try and do these things. I must try and get better, but you can't rush it. I don't think you can rush your recovery. I think you've got to let your body recover at the pace it wants to recover. And that's quite scary, because you kind of think, well, if I don't make myself do these things, I'm not going to get better. But actually, if you accept where your body's at, really accept that, and accept your limitations, and think, I am going to get better. And it's doing all these little things. I think, yeah, you're right. It's a collection of things. Doing this collection of things gradually are gradually going to build your body up.
do you know the funny thing is, like, we always forget that in our lives there are so many little things that add up to the result that we then create.
Yeah.
But we forget all the little things along the way that got us there.
I think that's it. I think that's it.
Like, we got there and then we go, oh, I just got there. Like, I didn't, you know, like I just, like we almost don't give yourself the credit of all the small steps you took, all the hardship, the sacrifice, the change, the choices, the choices to say no, and the choices to say yes.
Completely. Like, I mean, every day I had a little rest in the afternoons. And some days I thought, I don't want to have a rest today. I'm just going to carry on. But I thought, no, have a little rest. And I'd always I set a time of like half an hour or 20 minutes. I'm thinking, go on, you can do 20 minutes. Have a 20 minutes for rest. And I'd do that, and I'd always feel better for having a little rest.
Yeah. So you prioritised. So you really prioritised a lot of.
I prioritised me. I think it's because I prioritised me.
Awesome. Yeah, we've got a good notepad here. If I could turn it around, I'd show you. But this is really cool. And so, what have been the benefits for getting better? Like, tell me some of the benefits, like with your family, with your husband. Like,
it's brilliant. Obviously, just doing it's normal life. Basically, the benefits are getting normal life back, which is just when you're being so ill, it's just the best thing ever. It's just the best. So, going out for dinner with my husband. Going supermarket shopping, that's so sad. But I've been going supermarket shopping and I'm like, ooh, look at me pushing a trolley around, getting stuff. I can do it now. And it's just, I get a buzz from that now, which is a bit sad. But
no, it's not. It's awesome.
Cooking dinner for my family. I'm like, look at me being a mum, cooking dinner for my family. I love it. It's great.
That's so good. And now you were talking to me before because you're in my new program that I've started, which is Act, Grow, Create Experience, which is about going to, expanding your reality and what you want to achieve.
Yes.
And you said today that you want to start working full time and tell me what you want to do.
I'd love it. Sorry?
Tell me what you want to do and why you want to do it.
What I want to do. I don't really know what I want to do. That's the problem. But I just love the thought of being out of the house and being around other people and working with other people and getting that feedback from other people. I think that's what I'm craving now. Awesome. Being out and about more and being part of something. That's what I'm really, really looking forward to. That's what I want to do now
as well.
Sorry?
Because you can.
Yeah, because I can. Yeah. And I think that's another thing. I really want to do that now, whereas before I thought, well, I need to do that, but now it's like, no, I really want to do that now. I'm ready for it now.
Amazing.
So
amazing.
Yeah, great.
And if you had some words of wisdom to give to people out there who are struggling, because like the thing is, like it's so really hard, and, like it's so isolating there, and so many people are struggling really badly on their own. Like what would you say to them?
Oh, just keep going. You've got to keep going. Definitely don't ever give up because you will get better. You definitely will get better. Accept where you are and stop craving your old life. You've got to. I think that's a key thing to start with. Just accept that this is where I am now. I'm not going to get that back. I'm going to be a new, improved version of me.
No.
I think it's a key thing. And just know that you are going to get better. You are so going to get better.
Yeah.
Definitely, just keep going, just keep working. You will get better, but it is slow, and slow's good. Slow's good.
Yeah. I mean, well, slow. Everyone's different, but you've actually considerably done an amazing job within
my age. Maybe my age, but slow is good for me. Maybe when you're younger, it's quicker, but
but you've done a pretty quick turnaround since joining the program. But in saying that, like I've written here just on the whiteboard, just from words that you've said. Confidence and belief that it will happen, you will get better, even when you didn't feel great. Commitment and committed is probably one of the main words that I describe you as. And so, committed for yourself and for your future. You reached out for help. We've got prioritising me. We've also got letting go of the need and increasing more of the want in an appropriate way. I've also got learning, like really interested in learning and learning new stuff. which is just awesome.
Yeah, true, yeah.
You know, and also, yeah, enjoying being me, like enjoying being yourself now as you are and as you are going to be.
Yeah, love it. I'm so happy now. And the old me, I don't want the old me back. I was just like frantic and manic and busy, and no time for anything. And now I stop and smell the roses. It's like, yeah, life's good. You know, what's not to like?
Yeah, and I've just got up here as the last point is celebrate. Like you celebrate. You're celebrating what most people would consider like whatever. But
I know.
the fact that you're celebrating going shopping or hanging out with your kids or baking or whatever, I would say that's like, I mean, people would pay good money to have that kind of attitude.
That's really funny. It is. It's fun. Yeah, it's. I think it's quite sad, but yeah. No, I do. I do actually give myself a little pat on the back. Actually, now I'm going. Yeah, you know, you're doing all right. Yeah, keep going. You're doing all right.
And do you talk to yourself like that sometimes? Do you kind of say like?
Yes, I do. I do go little pat on the back.
Good. Yeah. I mean, so you should, because at the end of the day, we either do that or we do the opposite, which is beat ourselves up.
Yeah. It's You've got to boost yourself. You really have, because
So good.
Just the way forward.
This is awesome. And for anyone who is watching this and has been really interested in joining the online platinum recovery program, but like has been hesitant for whatever reason, whether it's like money or fear that it won't help, or they just don't see enough value in it yet. What from someone who's actually been through the program and also got an amazing experience from it, what would you like to say to those people?
I just definitely do it. Just go for it. Just what have you got to lose, really? Just do it, because you're going to learn so much. Really are so much about yourself. So yeah, it's a no-brainer, really. Just do it.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, I still remember when you joined, and I remember having the phone conversation with you first before, and you know, like you said, you were like, "But I don't need your program because I'm doing everything anyway."
Yeah, I do.
And like, look what happened. Like, look at all this stuff that's come from it. And you know, a lot of people think, "Oh, it's just the basics," but it's not just the basics. It's really looking in specifically to what that individual needs, and for your needs, that this was your experience. Then for someone else, it's going to be different. And so there's no wrong or right. It's just what's going to be actually really practical and useful for you in this moment.
It's definitely not just the basics.
No.
Definitely not just the basics. No. That was the big thing about it. Yeah, it really makes you search yourself and look for the answers. It really does.
You are amazing.
And they are in there.
Now, I'm going to say one other thing is responsibility. I haven't written it up here, but it's coming to my mind because you took the responsibility upon yourself to really create these changes.
Yeah.
And I have to give you credit for that.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Well, you've got to want to get better, haven't you? You know, if you don't want to get better, you will stay stuck in your little comfort zone. So,
exactly. What was your drive?
No, I wanted to get better.
What was your drive to get better?
My family. I just, my children are growing up, and I love them to bits and want to be part of their lives and enjoy their lives, and I love having fun, and I was missing having fun, and I just thought I just want to have fun with my children.
Amazing. Just
have a laugh, and that was a huge motivation.
Amazing. Yeah. And have you got any final words before we finish this up tonight?
Thank you.
Well, it's been my pleasure. I get as much out of these interviews as the people who will actually be watching these interviews, because it gives me a great sense of pride as to see someone like yourself go through the program, especially when, at the start you kind of thought, there's really not much I'm going to gain from this yet, to change your entire life through an online program on the other side of the world is incredible, really.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? That, the accessibility is fantastic, that we can have this opportunity is just brilliant. Yeah, definitely. So, now I think, and I'm doing this new program that you're doing, and I'm thinking, yeah, great. It's on to the next stage now of life. It's totally fantastic.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. I'm so excited to see where you're going to go, and I'm just so appreciative of who you are, and just I appreciated you back then, but I appreciate you just as much now, if not more, just to see the person you've become, and you look different. Like I remember when I Skyped you a year ago, like you look like a different person.
Really?
Yeah, look at you. Like your cheeks, you're smiling, and you're laughing, and
Yeah.
yeah, you look very youthful.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. No, it's great, and I just want to get out and get me a piece of life, really.
Well, you're starting to do it already, which is awesome.
Great.
Thank you so much for joining and sharing your story with everybody. I know a large chunk of people who suffer from chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia are actually in your age bracket, so I find it really inspiring.
Really?
Yeah. Huge.
Brilliant.
Huge, yeah.
Brilliant.
And so I think it's really inspiring to get you on and share your experience, and and also to let other people know that, one, it's absolutely possible to improve your life, and from where it is currently right now, and to expand on that, and also there is our help available to take. Like, this program's here to help as many people as possible anywhere around the world, wherever you're at. And even if you think like you were, where you think, oh, I don't even need help, like it's like I don't need that, that's fine. Well, maybe there's something that you could learn that you don't know already. And when we think we know it all, we know nothing.
Yeah, completely. I mean, that's it. If you're stuck for a reason, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah, totally.
So, and it's tough if you've got children. It's really, really tough. So, I really feel for people out there with children. It's hard, really hard. So,
but it gets better.
It does get better, and yeah. And your kids love you, whatever. At the end of the day, they really do.
Yeah, of course.
Don't feel guilty. Yeah. Drop the guilt.
Good on you. That's awesome. Well, you've learned a lot. You should become a coach, I reckon.
Oh.
There you go. There's a job.
All
right. Thanks so much for joining. And for anyone who's listening, if you want more information, you can head to www.cfshealth.com to learn more. To become an online member and join the community in the health circle, just like Nicola did, and regain some of that power and empowerment within your own life.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining.
All right then. Thanks, Toby. Bye-bye.
Bye.